Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Vaishnavi and my channel is called Motivation Matrix, and I bring a motivational video every single day on my channel. And every content of mine carries one short story along with it, because I truly feel that a story can actually convey a message in the most beautiful and attractive way. So, as the title suggests, today it is about how to choose your company wisely. Now, this particular topic doesn't really get confined to a particular age group, gender, whatever. It applies to almost every one of us, and sometimes we ignore this aspect. So I thought of coming up with content like this, and I hope you will like it. And if you are new to this channel and you like such kind of content, then please do consider to hit the subscribe button down there. And if you're already a part of this community, then please welcome back. So without any further ado, let's get to know what the story is today, and I will meet you after the story. In a bustling town, there lived a young woman named Maria. She was kind hearted and always eager to make new friends. She surrounded herself with a large circle of acquaintances, enjoying the company and the lively social scene. However, not all of her friends had the best intentions. Among her friends were two distinct groups, one that was ambitious, hardworking, and supportive, and another that was careless, negative, and often got into trouble. Maria found herself torn between the two, enjoying the fun and excitement with the latter, but feeling uplifted and inspired by the former. One day, Maria met an elderly woman named Clara at the local market. Clara was known for her wisdom and had lived in the town her entire life. Sensing Maria's inner conflict, Clara invited her for tea and shared a story. There once was a farmer who had two baskets of seeds, Clara began. One basket contained seeds of beautiful fragrant flowers, while the other held seeds of thorny, invasive weeds. The farmer had a choice of which seeds to plant in his garden. He decided to plant both, thinking he could enjoy the beauty of the flowers while also experimenting with the weeds. At first, the garden looked beautiful, but soon the weeds began to grow rapidly, choking the flowers and taking over the garden. The farmer realized too late that he had made a mistake. The weeds were relentless and destructive, overshadowing the beauty of the flowers. Clara looked at Maria and continued, people are like seeds. The company you keep can either help you grow and blossom or hinder your growth and bring you down. Choose your company wisely, for it shapes your life more than you realize. Maria took Clara's words to heart. She began to reflect on her friendships and how each group influenced her. She noticed that while the careless friends brought temporary fun, they often left her feeling drained and anxious. In contrast, her ambitious friends motivated her to pursue her dreams and made her feel valued and respected. Gradually, Maria started to distance herself from the negative influences and spent more time with those who uplifted her. She joined a local book club, started attending workshops, and even began volunteering. Her life took a positive turn. She felt more focused, happier, and fulfilled. Her friends noticed the change in Maria. She radiated confidence and joy, and her achievements inspired others. She learned that surrounding herself with positive, supportive people not only enriched her life but also helped her become the best version of herself. Maria's story became a gentle reminder to the town: the company you keep is crucial to your personal growth and happiness. By choosing friends who encourage and inspire, one can cultivate a life filled with purpose and joy. just like a garden of beautiful, fragrant flowers. Let's consider the process of making tea. We wake up for that lovely cup of tea, right? If the tea or the coffee is good, then be rest assured your day is going to be really happy and nice. Most of us, believe me, most of us depend on that morning tea a lot. And I'm no exception. I love my tea and I love my coffee. So let's think about the process of preparing tea. You'll be wondering why is she talking about tea, but you will get to know. So when we prepare tea, we want the maximum flavor out of that particular tea, right? And at the same time, we are not okay with those tea granules, floating around in our cup, right? And if we avoid putting those tea, the powder, the granules, and obviously we are not going to get the flavor of the tea, right? So what is the solution? uh, we blend in the tea and we boil it, and all the granules are still there. But when we are consuming it, we take a strainer, filter it, and then your beautiful tea is ready, and you can enjoy the flavor of the tea without being disturbed with those granules or whatever interruptions that may come in your cup, right? What do we understand by this process? Let us try and relate this simple yet ordinary and a very mundane process to something that we actually experience in life. Let's try and apply this particular process over there. Now, in our lives, we do not get a privilege to choose the kind of people that enter into our lives, right? We meet a lot of people. Some are our family members, some are our relatives, some are our friends, some are, just acquaintance. But primarily, let's accept the fact that we do not have the privilege or the choice to actually um, only pick certain people in our lives. It doesn't happen. Everyone comes into our life, and we have to deal with anybody and everybody based on their behavior, emotional baggage, and all that. Right? Agree? So now, when we compare the process of making tea with that of life, we need the flavor of life, right? It's not like you stay isolated and you don't live your life at all. Not possible, right? We are social animals, and that means we have to be in the society. We need company, we need interaction, we need people around us, right? Solitude is very good, no doubt in it, but then can we deny the fact that we need social interaction, we need people around us? All right. So, what is the thing that we need to do, that although we are staying in the society, although we are experiencing the life as it is and welcoming all sorts of people in our life, but yet we want to take the flavor of the life in the most peaceful and in the most happy way, what do we have to do? We have to just repeat the same process that we use for having the tea, to get the flavor of the tea and be happy. That is, filter it out with the strainer. So no matter what kind of people you meet, no matter what, no matter how they are, in terms of their attitude, their nature, their core nature, you do not have a control over them. And please do not try to change anyone. No one changes for you, because you yourself will not change for others, right? Why would I change for anybody else? So we have to have the same kind of logic for others as well. So never try to change others, but try and build the inclusiveness in a way that you are there. You are taking the flavor of the life. You are enjoying everything, but you are not interrupted by the granules in the teacup, but you're getting the flavor of the tea. So it's very simple. It's like, you are filtering out the good things. And as I said, if we meet somebody, who is really not matching our wavelength, the mental wavelength, I mean, if they're not matching our mental wavelength, chances are that we may try to stay away from them, which is okay, nothing bad. You don't have to give explanation. If you are not comfortable, then obviously you can withdraw your company from that particular person or gathering, whatever. That's not a big deal. But then it doesn't really apply in many situations, right? You have to deal with certain people. You cannot just walk away in certain situations. So at that time, it also becomes very important how wisely you choose, how you stay there yet not get affected. Even that is important, because as I said in the beginning itself, we do not have the privilege to choose the kind of people who are coming into our lives. When we have an option to choose friends, of course, yes, you can choose good friends and you can stay away from the people or the friends who are showing the kind of jealousy. That is perfectly all right. We have all the rights and we don't have to give an explanation as to why we kind of, you know, set ourselves apart from such people. We are not like unapologetically, we can just withdraw ourselves from such company. That's a different thing. But I'm talking about situations and people and, the kind of dynamics that is created around us in life, wherein you cannot really walk away from certain people or, uh, just call it quits. It's not happening, right? You have to deal with certain people. So in that scenario, please remember the process of preparing the tea, and that is to filter out whatever you can take which will give you the kind of happiness in your life. Just maintain only that. And over here, the setting of boundaries will come into play. Always remember that you need to set boundaries. When you know that the interaction with certain people is inevitable, be it in your office also, you have to go to office daily, you have to meet certain people, and they will be in your company, they will be in your, surroundings. You cannot avoid them, right? So in such situations, what you can do is filter out the bad energies that you might be receiving and keep yourself in a way that you are inclusive, you are kind of mingling with everybody, yet you are not getting interrupted by any kind of maybe comments or criticism, anything of that sort. So that smartness will be within you. And wherever there is a chance wherein you can walk away and you can actually avoid a certain company, then why not? As I said, unapologetically just withdraw yourself from such associations or company. So that's all about it. Today's content was all about this, and it's really very important that we choose to be with people who can really make us feel good about our life, about ourselves. And as I said, if you do not have the privilege to choose people in your life, there are situations like, as I just gave an example of the office. Maybe it can be relatives, it can be your close association, a friend or an acquaintance whom you cannot really avoid or just walk away. In such situations, you have to set boundaries so that your energy will never get contaminated by the negative vibes of the others. So always maintain that kind of mindset whenever you're interacting with people. And as I said, we usually forget all such things and we just go with the flow, and ultimately when we really feel dejected and we feel that our quality of life is really deteriorating, it's at that point of time that we reflect back and say that, oh god, I should have had a good company, I should have maintained a good group of friends. So rather than giving yourself that much time to repent and have a sense of remorse, why not take an action well before? Wherever it is possible that you feel that there are negative vibes and you cannot really, um, although you have made your own adjustments and although you've tried to be inclusive and you have tried to invite them over and treat them well, but even then if things are not happening, then obviously unapologetically, if you have the situation in a way that you can avoid such people, please walk away. And if it is not possible, then have the smartness to filter out the things in a way that it will not affect you emotionally, because it's your life and you are responsible for your happiness. That's all about it in today's content. I hope you liked the thought that I shared just now, and obviously the story that was presented in the content. Please let me know how you liked it. And that's all. With that thought and the story, I would like to conclude today's content. Meet you in the next video. Until then, please take care of yourselves and always stay positive.